Scotty, in the second half, why do you think it was tougher for, I think it was mostly you, Dez, and Luke to kind of create offense, without Ja being in the picture?
Yeah, definitely. I think, they obviously turned up their physicality. They started pressuring us a lot more. And, we lost the ball handler at the end of the day. So I feel like that allowed them to pressure us, try to wear us out throughout the game in the second half. So we just got to be ready for that. I feel like it was kind of hard, when Ja went out, just losing a ball handler. So sometimes you have one ball handler lineups and stuff like that. So they knew just to pressure us, and they got so many defenders, they was able to do that.
Scott, you talk about losing a ball handler, but obviously just everything that Ja brings from an energy standpoint. I mean, how much just different were the vibes overall in the second half without him out there?
Yeah, definitely. He's, the head of the snake. So when you lose someone like that, it definitely, alters and shifts the whole team and stuff like that. So obviously, we had a little bit of a lead. So try not to get comfortable with that, but, they were super physical and they got some stops. So.
Scotty, what was the mentality like at halftime? You guys probably figured that Ja wasn't going to be able to come back, but did you feel like 26 was enough of a lead to be able to hold on with the way you guys were playing in the first half?
I don't think there's ever a lead that's enough. Feel like when we went halftime, it was score 0-0. That's kind of was our mindset. Just keep our foot on the gas. Credit to them, they got stops and they were able to score. So, when the run kind of happened, we kind of just try to keep playing fast, but it's also hard to play fast when they're making all their shots and we're taking it out the hoop. So I'll say that.
Kind of a two-parter, Scotty. First, just the way you came out in the first half, you particularly with your shooting, what kind of led to you just having the hot hand? And then on the second end of that, just how demoralizing was it as OKC was kind of just bit by bit kind of catching up and eventually taking the lead?
Yeah, I feel like in this series I've been passing up a lot of shots, and taking tougher shots instead of just shooting the early quick shots that are, there and present themselves. So I feel like going to this game, Dez and John knew I was going to shoot early shots that were, the better shots instead of waiting till late in the shot clock, and taking tougher shots or tougher contested shots. And like you said, in the second half it was demoralizing just because we had such a lead. We kind of felt like we had the momentum, and then it kind of just, flipped. And it was kind of hard to stop the bleeding, but, we were never able to really stop it.
And how would you just describe the mood in the locker room after suffering a loss like that?
Yeah, tough. I don't even know how to describe it. Definitely frustrating. Trying to figure out what we could do, but still no let up. Still got another game to play. Still trying to win games. It's not like, we're down, now it's over with. We're still trying to win games. So going out there with the same mindset as going out there trying to compete, trying to defend home court.
Scotty, obviously nobody likes a loss like this, but looking at what you did in the first half, probably one of your better first halves, not only you, but the team as a whole, do you still kind of hold on to that and use that kind of as motivation, saying that we got something, we just got to hold it together for 48 minutes?
Yeah, I don't think that we didn't compete. I feel like we played hard for 48 minutes. Obviously, there were some lapses. But like we said, we lost Josh, so that kind of threw everything off. But at the end of the day, we got to play hard for 48 minutes. So going into the next game, we just got to, keep that, knowing that we could compete with these guys. We were just there. And, you fix a couple mistakes, and it's a win for us. So obviously, they're a good team, but you gotta be perfect playing against them. You can't just, have a 20-point lead and chill. You kind of got to, keep your foot on the gas.
Is there any moment or just feeling that sticks with you after a game like that?
I would just say the turnovers. Obviously, that's going to, even though I feel like I had a, frustrating game having the turnovers and stuff like that, it's got to be strong with the ball. Felt like they were super physical. The rest let them be physical. We kind of got to just be used to that. So I feel like I was on lose sleep over that.
What did you see on the Ja play? How did you see it unfold where he got hurt?
What did I see on the play?
Yeah. Can you describe what happened exactly, and what was your reaction when he went down? Did you think it was bad immediately?
Yeah, obviously I saw he kind of got undercut. So, someone his size falling that high, obviously isn't a safe play. So I don't know what degree he got hurt. I still don't know. I feel like he'll get evaluated. So hopefully we get him back next game. I don't know if it was dirty or not. I think he tried to make a play on the ball. He ended up slipping and falling into Ja. So I don't know.
Yeah, Scotty, we've talked about you being more comfortable with the minutes. Now you're getting more comfortable in the starting role. Big night tonight. Just what were you seeing that? I mean, you wanted to play aggressive, but was there something schematically they were doing on the hedging or different things on the pick and roll that let you know that it was your night to show take the initiative?
No, just getting comfortable. I kind of knew where my shots were going to come from. Playing in, the first 2 games in their gym, I kind of passed up a couple shots I should have probably taken, and then started taking some bad ones, so it kind of messed up my head. So this game, just knowing, just being aggressive, being not confident, just taking and trying to make those shots early, and I started making them, so I just kept taking them. All right, y'all.